Four people in a room talking about everything. Or talking about really nothing at all. You decide.
Welcome. This is the Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Who's got the Q's?
I got the Q.
Who's
I got the A's. That's a little song we're doing. Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Jenni, do you have Q's or A's?
I have both Q's and A's.
Oh, what's your Q?
I wasn't ready.
All right, Brady Jones, what is the question you have here for Mauler, Rush, and Jenni?
Sure, and me. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
We get a lot of these on Spotify in particular. And you guys ever scroll through on Spotify? There's so many comments on every episode. It's a lot of fun, including episode 200. By the way, there's something like, I don't know, it's like 50 or 60 comments on that one,
Nice.
which is great. And some are comments, some are questions. Sam, for example, kind of said neither. Just said every time Jenni would say the pianist in this episode, I would think she said the penis.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Very insightful, Sam.
Yeah.
That's also because you're
pianist.
about as mature as we are. Because all I hear is the penis. too.
Yeah.
And I keep waiting for Jenni to slip up too.
The pianist.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Now,
Yeah.
when the first person said, what actually came first, though, the pianist or the penis?
What
Penis?
depends what room you're talking about.
Well, no,
Is the pianist walking in backwards? I guess. That
I'm wondering, has penis been around as
A
long
word?
as- Yes.
Yeah, that was first.
Okay.
Well, I know the penis has been around a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
sure, it's been
I
a
get
while,
that.
yeah.
But what
the
did they
actual
call
word-
it?
Yeah, like back in 800 BC. What did they call it?
Dong.
They did. I didn't know.
Ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
Hanging thy dong.
That's right. Yeah. And that was the piano player, which is funny enough. Yeah.
Jerry
That's a great
Dong.
question. Yeah.
Jerry Dong.
ChatGPT says the word penis is older than pianist.
Okay.
Penis is from the 1600s.
Ah.
Pianist from the 18th century.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Where does
1800s.
the word penis come from, though? How do they decide on that?
Which one? Penis or
Penis. Penis.
Feel like it's
Penis.
Latin.
Yeah, it comes from Latin where it originally meant tail or male organ.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And an organ's like a piano.
Yeah.
Hey,
We
full
figured it
circle.
out.
Yeah.
We don't need ChatGPT.
We are ChatGPT.
All right, let's begin the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Okay, so Drew Barrymore, Jenni, you watched the show.
Yeah,
Did
sometimes.
you see the episode recently where she's talking about Mr. Clean?
No.
Okay. On one of her shows recently, she was discussing a recent poll that said more than half the people get turned on watching their partners do household chores.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Drew's sidekick, Ross Matthews.
Yeah.
Okay. Said there's a reason Mr. Clean is so hot.
Oh.
And Drew said, I've wondered why they have this fetish for Mr. Clean. It's like he's pumped and ready for action. I feel uncomfortable when I see him because he's so sexual.
Wow. Really?
And they were saying that he mops with real swagger.
Okay.
Mr. Clean
Get
does?
that? Yeah.
I mean, sure.
He's pretty
I've never
jacked.
seen Mr. Clean mop.
Yeah.
I think he mops in some of the commercials. doesn't he?
I think there's a famous, I think it was 2017, a Super Bowl ad where he was being very sexually
Oh, yeah.
mopping
Okay.
up
Look
the
at that.
floor.
Oh, can I?
Oh,
Brady?
yeah. I'll send you
Thank
the
you.
link, Jenni.
And then I got thinking, like, is that like how people dress up like furries and stuff?
Yeah.
Is there a thing where people like get turned on by like product mascots? Is that a thing?
I mean, I've never heard of it, but
I haven't either.
could
Thanks,
be.
Brady.
Who knows?
Yeah,
And
no
then
problem.
I thought, are there any like Mr. Clean? Maybe for some people, I was just wondering is there any other mascots that are like, okay, check that out.
Sure, yeah.
Like sexy
Sure, yeah.
mascots?
Sure, yeah. Like, do people get turned on by Tony the Tiger, for example?
I haven't heard that.
Right.
Because he's very muscular.
Yeah, or
Oh.
Clippy from Microsoft
God.
Yeah,
Word.
sure. Yeah. He's very intelligent and helpful.
Yeah, I don't know. To each their own. I'm not,
Yeah. If you're into Clippy.
By the way,
Kink
his
shame.
name is Clippy?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
It should be Mr. Clip, but it's Clippy.
Oh, I'm watching this commercial. It's very funny.
Okay.
Yeah, the Mr. Clean.
And would you be turned on by that?
No.
No?
I mean, he's pretty good looking. You see his
not bad
booty? Is he when he
looking, for
mops?
sure, yeah.
He's jacked.
Yeah, he's
What-
got good hips.
He
What if
does.
Derek shaved his head more an earring?
Wow.
Is he thinking about it?
No.
Is he thinking of?
What about for Halloween? What about for your anniversary?
Have you do? No. No.
No? Are you
No.
sure?
You threw it out there. You know.
Derek with a shaved head. I just can't imagine.
His hair's pretty short.
Yeah.
Well, but he's like he really is very particular about his hair.
Yeah.
So for him to
Okay.
have none,
How particular is he about mopping?
Yeah, he's not a big mopper.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does he have white pants?
he does.
As a golfer,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
Sure.
does
Okay.
have
And
white
a white
pants.
T-shirt?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, well,
And
I
an
see
earring.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we're almost
all
there.
coming together.
Okay, no, forget Mr. Clean. What about the Jolly Green Giant?
Oh,
You love
no.
corn.
Let me look at him.
He
Hang
loves
on.
corn.
He does love
Green
corn.
Giant.
I wanna know who-
Green Giant.
He's got hair. It's more leaves.
He's got
but-
hair, yeah, and he's got like he's wearing clothes.
I want to know who Jenny would make out with more,
Oh.
Mr. Clean or the Green Giant.
Okay, I need to see the Green Giant. What is it? The Green
the
Giant.
Jolly Green
Jolly
Giant.
Green Giant. Yeah.
Jolly. Okay.
And what was his little friend, Sprout?
I think so. I think it was Sprout.
yeah,
Yeah.
friend.
Sprout.
Is that his kid?
Yeah, I think it was his kid. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's a
Oh,
single
man.
I
parent?
think he is. Yeah. He's a single dad. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'd probably, if I had to choose.
Yeah, you have.
Remember,
yeah.
the giant is
God.
actually a giant.
Right. And
Mr.
he's-
Clean's just a big guy.
Right.
I'm thinking of, I don't know, man. The green. I don't love his outfit, so I'm
No.
gonna go with Mr. Clean.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
'Cause
because he's
the
sort
fashion.
of the Green Giant has kind of like a one arm dress on.
What
Yeah.
about like a weird throuple like you and Rice Krispies guys going? Oh,
Yeah.
not
Snap,
going
crackle,
on.
and pop.
Hey.
Oh no! Snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah.
I can't go there
That's
like
not even
that.
a throuple.
That's a quad.
Quadruple.
Yeah.
Who would you go for, Snap, Crackle, or
Oh,
Pop?
let me look them up. Hang on. Hang on.
I think you'd want to go with Pop, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you would.
Would I?
Yeah.
Which one's Pop?
Okay. I like that Brady sounded so definite.
Yeah, you will. All right. Well, we learned a
Okay,
lot about you,
we
Jenny.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this my turn?
What's
no. What
your
is going on?
What?
Is that what you're saying
No.
to the three boys?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
All right, fellas.
Crackle, wait your turn.
Yeah.
I'm with Snap right now.
Let's make this quick, guys. Colonel Sanders is here in 20, so let's go. Come on.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mauler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
It's World Password Week. Everybody celebrate.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, my password is.
Well, it's actually when you're supposed to make sure all your passwords really are secure enough.
Yeah.
And a new poll looked at how we keep track of them, and a lot of us still just rely on memory. Okay, so here are some stats.
I just got a new phone, so I had to sign in with everything, like everything I have. So I
Did
had
you
to
remember
so
everything?
weird.
There was a few I had to go through the forgot password things,
Okay.
and yeah,
Did you
You're not
that's
allowed to
annoying.
do that.
yeah, and you can so basically the forgot ones I went back and I changed it to what I think it should be.
It's because you have an iPhone, Jenny, like a normal person.
Right,
so
where everything just transfers over,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is so much
Everything
easier.
transferred over. I just had to sign into the things
Yeah,
again.
see, we didn't have
You don't
to.
have
You don't
to
have
with
to an
the-
iPhone.
No.
iPhone.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
yeah.
thing.
And but that was a bit of a process, but hey, it worked out okay. And now I feel like things are more secure.
When
now.
you get up in the morning, you have to crank your phone?
that's what you do. Yeah. They're saying the next generation will have a battery, but for now we just crank it. Yeah.
Less steam.
Yeah. It's coal powered. Yeah.
Well, 55% of us just remember our passwords.
Yeah, I don't.
Or at least some of them.
Yeah.
Writing them down, 32% of us. A separate survey found 40% of us have used Post-its
Oh, yeah?
for
Oh,
passwords.
yeah, that's what I do.
Using a password manager. I
Pain
didn't
to
even
have
know
on
that
your
was a
phone,
thing. Post-its.
All a bunch of post-its.
Yellow Post-its.
phone,
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch this YouTube video, but there's
I
15
carry an
Post-its.
address book with me with them all in there.
Keeping track on your computer, 23% do that. Email, 20%, like emailing them to yourself or relying on emails to change them when you forget.
Yeah.
And a few more quick stats, 85% of us still use the same password on multiple sites.
Yep.
24% need to reset their passwords at least twice a week. And over half of us usually use passwords that are between 9 and 15 characters.
Do they say that you're supposed to have a different password for
Yes.
every single
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, they say you
Or
should.
at least a variation of the
Yeah.
same one. Because if someone can find out the password for one of your things, well,
You
then
know.
they can get into everything.
That's it.
Right.
Like my wife uses different passwords for everything.
Everything.
She does. And
My brain.
but the
How
thing
does she
is,
keep track of that?
she doesn't. She's always forgetting password. She's constantly doing this. And then when she goes and she says, what's your password for that? And I'm like, the same thing it always is. And then she can log in and it's not a problem. But for her, she changes all of them. And she changes them all the time. Sometimes there's different numbers. There's no rhyme or reason for her password.
See, I have mainly the same password.
I have a variation of one.
But one capital here or an
Yes.
exclamation mark.
Yeah.
But I can't remember which one needs the
Yes.
capital and the
Okay.
exclamation
Oh, yeah.
mark.
Okay.
We use one thing. You guys don't use it, but I use a program for work that every time I sign in, if I mess up one time, I have to reset the password, which means that I'm constantly resetting the password,
God.
which means that I'm constantly messing up.
Right.
Yes.
And so it is just trying to keep track of this one
it's
password
terrible.
is a
You have to
part-time
type
job.
really, really slowly,
But
right?
it's
So you
not
don't
even that.
mess
It's
up?
because if every time I have to change it, I never remember what it
Remember
actually
it.
is. I never
Good
remember
tip.
how many exclamation
Gotcha.
marks are in it or what's capitalized.
Okay.
Oh, it's such
I
a
have
mess.
like one password that is the one I'll use. And then I have another password that I'll use if I need to use a
Yes.
punctuation mark in
Yeah.
it. And then I have another
Capital.
one if I need to do numbers. Like
Yeah.
so I know I have a grouping of passwords that I'll know it's going to be at least one of those.
There's 3 variations
Yes.
of my
Yeah.
password.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mauler
I know.
is gorgeous 69.
How did you know?
Mauler is gorgeous 420.
And then sometimes it's capital M and then with a star at the
There
end.
you go. It's
know?
perfect.
Exclamation mark. Mauler is gorgeous.
And
Dollar sign.
I've said it before that one time when I was working out of Brady's computer when he was off for a week, and I had the opportunity when it came, I had this password to log
It's
in,
true.
and then I got this notification: your password is expired, must be changed.
Yeah.
And I changed his. I just added a number to it and told him I could have changed his password to anything I
didn't
wanted.
you?
I know.
And it didn't occur to me till I was driving home that day that I
What
could
a
have done it.
missed opportunity.
What a missed opportunity.
That's like when you send money to somebody, not doing
Yeah.
something clever.
That's right.
That's
Seriously.
a wasted
Oh my God.
opportunity.
Rush
I love
every
boobies
time.
69 would have been your password.
Every time Rush sends me money,
Yeah.
he asks me usually a music artist's middle name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very funny.
And then I have to go to Wikipedia every time
Yeah.
and type this in.
Oh, I rented a cottage one time, and everybody was in on the joke. I think it was like 8 guys. They all gave me riddles. And so then the entire weekend, I'm trying
amazing.
to figure out riddles in the e-transfer.
Just to get paid.
Just to get my money back.
That's
it was
amazing.
exhausting.
Oh, that's so good. And that's so fun.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think my mom's trolling me. Can I ask your opinion? You know my mom
Yep.
pretty well. Like, she has a phone now, and I don't even know when this happened. Like,
Okay.
I mean, she is so anti-phone. She's anti-everything like
Right.
this.
Right.
But she got a phone. But if I say, maybe you want to call, like, Eric, my brother. Yeah, let me hang on one sec. And she goes to her purse and takes out a little piece of paper that is folded in 15 different
No.
and opens it up. It's
dials the
it's
number?
and then looks at his number. And I
No.
said, I can just load all these into your. No, what if my phone is lost? I said, then they're
you
only
still have
calling
the paper.
5 people.
Yeah.
Like,
Does your mom have a password on her phone? Or
no,
is-
God,
okay.
no, not at all. No.
Okay. Just the swipe.
But she
Yeah.
won't let me. So years later, I said, okay, enough out of this. And I said, get rid of this paper. She goes, actually, you know what? You could do me a solid. She didn't say solid.
Oh, no.
But she said, you could do me a favor, Jeffrey. And I said, what's that? She goes, can you get this laminated?
Oh, God.
That's so funny.
Oh,
yeah.
that is so good.
my God.
So
had,
I got it laminated.
That was nice of you.
That's very good of you.
Lisa's mother, so my mother-in-law, we finally did get her to put a password on her phone and lock her phone. But what she would do, she'd be on her phone and then she'd just throw it in her purse. She didn't shut it down. She didn't
Right.
close. Just
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
in there. So she's sending emails. She's calling people,
Pocket
emergency
dialing.
people, pocket dialing,
Yeah.
constantly. She's like, I don't know why this happens. We've told her for years. We'll tell you why it happens. And so finally we do this. But even still, she still forgets to lock her phone. She has a password on it. But I don't know why people of a certain age
Yes.
It's
Right.
true.
are against putting passwords and locking on their
I can tell you why,
phones.
because my mom has 2 phones. She has a work phone and and her personal phone,
Yeah.
which is a nightmare. My mom struggled with her original phone to begin with,
that's
and then
so
they gave her a
much.
second one that's a different kind, and she's like, I don't know what I'm messaging you and whatever. But she had this issue that every time somebody called, she'd swipe and it'd shut her phone. She didn't know why it was was happening. So you'd wait. She'd finally figure out how to get into. Did you just call me?
Oh, that's so
Yes,
good.
My mother avoids the problem. See, my mother doesn't have the issue with a password. I'm sure she has a password on her phone, but I wouldn't know. She uses it. She sends a text, and then she turns off the phone.
Oh my God.
This way, it doesn't waste any battery.
It probably wastes more trying to power it up every time.
100%.
And we'll tell her, like, leave it on. I texted. No, nobody ever texts me. Like, we would text you, but your
texted.
phone's off. And so she turns on her phone, then she gets text, and she believes, I turned on my phone at the right time, because now people are texting me.
I got to tell my best pocket dial story. It's really quick. I know we're short on time, but I was at IKEA with my parents, okay? And we're there for like 2 hours. It's a really, really long day. And then finally my dad brings out his phone and, oh my God, he's on a 2-hour-long call with who? My mom, who is also with us at IKEA. They somehow pocket dialed each other, answered it, and we're both on a call with each other for 2 hours.
Oh, that is so good.
Well, I think I'll wrap that up by saying Happy Mother's Day. I think we covered all the moments.
We did.
Yeah.
We went around the horn on that one.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
A California woman, Chanel Tapper, holds the record for female with the longest tongue.
Okay.
And she's used her mouth muscle to hold silverware and even play Jenga.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
sure.
Her tongue measures 3.8 inches from the tip to her lips when
It's a
she
long
sticks
tongue.
it out.
To her lips.
Oh, man.
Not even like all the way back in her
No,
mouth.
just
That's
to her
crazy.
lips. Yeah.
Wow.
So what's 3.8 inches?
That's
Like
a long
the size
tongue.
of my.
Rush Shore.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be like the size of my middle finger? Is that about
Sure.
3
No,
inches?
no, bigger than that.
Bigger than that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
A little
know,
bit bigger
guys.
than that.
That's 3 inches.
Yeah.
That's.
Right back at you, pal.
I'm just giving everybody the finger
you
right
are.
now.
No, that's more than that's less than 3 inches. 3
Yeah.
inches, like 3 point. That's almost 4 inches.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
Okay. Well,
That's a long tongue.
the best. Here's a quote. The best reaction I could ever get when someone sees my tongue is screaming. I actually do like when people yell or scream in shock or horror sometimes. Her long muscle has even landed her an advertising campaign for fashion brand Diesel.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I need to see this tongue.
Oh, it's massive.
I read this story this morning and I was like this close. I got too busy. I was going to bring in Jenga and have all of us try.
That would have been fun.
Oh, that's a great
But
idea.
then
Yeah.
we'd all get sick.
We would have all gotten sick. Yes, that's not good.
Oh, that's so
That's a long
gross.
tongue, huh?
Oh yeah, and it's like
Oh.
it comes to a point almost
It
at the end.
does, yes.
Like, she could definitely play
It
Jenga
looks
for sure.
fake. I wonder how she
How
talks.
do you play Jenga like that though? Honestly.
Well, I can show you. So she just uses her tongue to
yeah.
poke it out.
Yeah.
And do people who are playing with her just use their fingers?
Oh,
then?
touching her spit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, I guess.
That
Or
is
maybe she just
disgusting.
plays alone.
What a game!
What a boring game that would be. Jenga by yourself.
She's playing like Connect Four,
Yeah.
dropping little pieces.
And she's
in.
very limited to what she can do. She can only just push things out.
But like, why does she use
Rush.
silverware? But why does she use silverware with her tongue?
Yeah,
It's
the
not like
silverware
you
is
can.
less impressive.
Yeah.
It is.
There's a
And what are
picture
you
of that
doing
too.
with it?
She's
Is there?
just
It's
holding
less impressive?
Yeah, she's just holding a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I can almost hold a. Do I have that? No.
Yeah, and then she can pick something up and then drop the fork and then no,
Yeah.
it's not a
Can you-
thing.
Well, that's
Where
less
are you
impressive than the
seeing
Jenga.
this?
Yeah.
I'll send you a link, Jenny.
Thank you.
Which, and by the way, you say cutlery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like a
which,
spoon.
which one? Oh, a spoon. I was
Yeah.
going to say, which utensil did
and
she
again,
go with?
it does you no good.
Exactly, because you can't feed yourself
can't
when you're
feed
holding
yourself
the
with it,
utensil
so-
in your mouth.
Right.
But okay.
But I don't think she's doing it for that purpose. I think she's just trying to show the world how big her
And you
tongue
know what?
is.
This
Right.
is her thing. So
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you.
Let her have it.
Thanks, Brady.
Jenny,
It
come
looks
on.
like
Have
she's
you
almost
back.
like bench pressing it the way it's holding it, like kind of cups it. Go all the way to the bottom, Jenny.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Like, if
whatever.
you were
I
to-
could do that.
Exactly, right?
What's
Yeah.
her name? Michelle?
Chanel.
Chanel.
Yeah.
If you were like to make out with Chanel, like let's say you're out there dating and
Yeah.
then you meet her for a
Hey,
coffee.
Mauler, want to make out?
He said Chanel, not Reba.
No, are you like self-conscious the whole time when you're kissing her? Like, oh my God, her tongue's really big. Or do
Probably.
you even notice?
Oh,
No,
I think
I think you noticed.
she'd have to really hold back. She
Yeah.
couldn't go
Yeah.
right in for like the full tongue kiss.
I don't know. If
I feel like
talking about?
We can all. Your tongue stays at a certain place in your mouth, and if you want to stick it out, you can.
Yeah.
I think she's the same way.
Right.
Like her tongue doesn't always have to be that long.
Yeah, but we've talked about it before on the show, especially when you're like, I don't know, what, like 13, 14, 15,
Yeah.
you're having your like first experiences and you know nothing. You're an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
Imagine this poor girl the first few times that she was hooking up with someone and she thought that, like all of us, you gotta put way too much tongue in there.
Yeah.
The poor guy that she was hooking up with.
It does help that she's a girl because it's guys that tend to be more stupid with things like that.
Yeah.
So
any girl I ever kissed back in the day, young, they weren't like tonguing like I
No,
was
they weren't
tonguing.
doing that.
No,
Guys are dumb.
So
The old tongue in the ear, but
Yeah.
imagine her doing it.
Yeah.
No.
Just tickling your brain.
I think I can hold my pen with my tongue. So I just don't think it's
do you
all
wanna
that
do it?
impressive.
Well, let's okay.
that she's holding
If
the
you want, I
silverware.
have chopsticks here that are clean.
I
Want me to use that?
And
Yeah.
Jenny's about to drop her pen with her tongue.
First of all, turn off the music, Brady.
Okay, yeah.
No,
I
that's
don't think my tongue's.
that
I know.
was
Hang on. I
between
know.
your
I know.
teeth.
I know. Hang on. I don't think my tongue's long enough. Hang on. Using my lip.
Who can't do that?
Yeah, I know.
That wasn't impressive.
No, I'm sorry. I take it back.
You're just
I can't
balancing
do
it on
Yeah, you're balancing your Look, I can hold my pen with my hand.
yeah,
Look
you're
at
just
that. Look, isn't that
balancing.
great?
Like, it's just balancing.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's more impressive than I thought.
If you could pick it up with your tongue, that's more impressive.
well, I'll try.
You can't.
No, now you're
And
just gonna
you
be
can't
licking.
use the rest of your face,
hang on,
just your tongue.
Hang on,
All right,
we gotta
go
turn off
ahead,
the
yeah.
music because we
So
need.
she has her pen in her palm.
By default, you're gonna go like do you need to
Are you
make
gonna
noise?
lick your palm?
I'm not gonna lick my bum.
Well, then how are you gonna get it?
I'm helping myself.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
No.
Never mind.
You're no Chanel.
No.
You're no Chanel, you'll never
Not even
be
close.
Chanel.
I get it.
I would like to make out with a girl with a long tongue.
Would you?
Yeah, just to
yeah.
see
To
if there was
see?
a difference.
And would you just be like, give me all you got? You know?
I guess that. I don't know if you say that.
No. Again, you're gonna.
if you want the full experience.
Yeah,
You
no, I
know?
would.
Yeah.
If it was
But
a
if
one
you
and
do,
done.
I
back.
still think you don't say that. Hey, give me all you got.
I think
You
you
don't
do.
know
I think
about
you
it.
actually do because she knows. This
Yeah.
is a unique
you
experience.
If you have the girl with the longest tongue, you have
Maybe.
to say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
She's gonna touch your little dangly thing.
Oh, yeah.
What?
End up gagging you.
dangling thing in your mouth.
He means uvula, not the other little dangly thing. Although, I mean, if you play your cards right, I suppose.
Rush's 3.5 inches or whatever it was. Yeah.
And that's just my uvula.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Now it's time to play Pathetic Punchline. Because, let's face it, those improv classes just haven't really been taking. On the Morning Hot Tub with Mauler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Okay, here we go with the gang. Ryan, have you ever played Pathetic Punchline with us?
I think I've played once, and I think it was abysmal. But
Yeah.
I'm here to try my best, guys.
Okay. All right.
Good luck.
Thank
Ryan
you.
in for Brady today. Let's see how he does. I'm going to give you guys a real life headline, true headline. You'll have 1 minute to come up with a punchline. One of you will be crowned the winner chicken dinner, and one of you will get the title of Pathetic Punchline.
Right.
Okay.
We're going to head down to Florida for this one. A woman in Florida was arrested recently after she allegedly drowned her roommate's pet spider. Okay. I'll read that again while you think about it. A woman in Florida was arrested recently after she allegedly, I love allegedly,
Yeah.
Allegedly.
drowned her roommate's pet spider. All right, so you don't have a lot to work with there. It's, the spider is the focus, I would
Oh,
imagine.
my God.
And you think, Ryan, when you played this before, you lost miserably.
I don't stand a chance, guys.
I need
That's
to
good.
think.
Okay, Jenny hasn't written anything yet. Rush, you're no, and Ryan's. Everybody's just staring blankly ahead.
I
as
can't
the
get
clock-
off of one track. Like, I'm on one track. I can't get off of it.
I love the struggle. The struggle is real. A woman in Florida was arrested recently after she allegedly drowned her roommate's pet spider. We're at the 30-second mark
Oh, my
now.
God. I can't.
30 seconds to go.
God.
You have to write something. You have to present something to the class. Even if it's the worst thing ever,
my
you
God.
have to read it like you love it.
Oh, God.
Rush, have you written anything?
I have, yeah.
Okay, good.
I have nothing. I have nothing. Nothing. Oh, my God.
Ryan, how you doing?
I think I've got something.
Okay. All right. And we have 10 seconds to go here. 9876 54321. Pen down, everybody.
Okay.
Pen down. Okay, we're going to go around the room. We'll start with Rush, over to Jenny, then Ryan. We'll start with Rush. A woman in Florida was arrested recently. Jenny.
I just needed to write one word because I was going to forget it.
Well, that's part of the delivery then. If you didn't do it, then so be
Okay, my
it.
bad.
Don't cheat.
Okay, I'm
now.
not cheating.
She already did. She already did cheat.
A woman in Florida, Rush, was arrested recently after she allegedly drowned her roommate's pet spider.
Yes, the roommate, Miss Muffet, had finally had enough and drowned that spider away.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's good. You won. Mine is so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, but you know Ryan's is going to stink too.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Although you
So,
seem semi-confident, Ryan.
what do I always tell you? Delivery.
Yeah, it's all delivery. I got
delivery.
this.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Remember,
Jenny.
even if you win, you cheated. So
Jenny, a woman in Florida was arrested recently after she allegedly drowned her roommate's pet spider.
delivery.
Do you want me to do that again?
Yes, please.
A woman in Florida was arrested recently after she allegedly drowned her roommate's pet spider.
The accused was overheard saying to officers, "Oh, spiders have 8 legs, not 8 lives." That's bad. I know. I didn't even laugh at my own. It's not funny. I was trying to think of that
It's
movie.
9 lives.
You know the
cats, 8?
movie from the 80s or 90s, I guess maybe 90s, where the roommate moves in and she turns crazy. Remember?
Single white female?
Single white
Yes.
female. And I was on that and I couldn't think of the name of the movie. I thought about that for 45 seconds.
That happens, yeah. And then you try to think something else, but you
Yes.
go back to it. But if I can
But if I
remember
can
this,
remember exactly,
yeah.
I'll come up with something. That
Yeah.
was it. Yeah.
All right. Ryan, I mean, could it get worse than that? I don't know.
Possibly. I'm sweating already.
All right, here we go. Ryan, a woman in Florida was arrested recently.
Delivery.
There's no punchline
I'm
yet.
so nervous.
So, and in fact, when I read the line, you should give yourself a beat.
Yeah.
You know
yes,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Delivery.
Ryan, you just heard Jenny's. This is the
Seriously,
slam.
you're
You should
good,
be
man.
fine.
All right, here we go. A woman in Florida was arrested recently after she allegedly drowned her roommate's pet spider.
She told the cops it was an accident, but they found a tiny cinder block and rope at the scene.
I don't.
The whole story.
Guys, thank you, Rush. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna give it a ding.
I mean, it's funny picturing the spider drowning himself, but
Oh, boy.
No, it wasn't drowning himself. It was murder.
it's murder.
No, he was tying the cinder block to his leg.
He
and
did it to himself? Oh,
yeah.
That's what I thought. Well, I don't know,
she did
Ryan.
it.
You answer our
I
question.
sort of thought that like the roommate had tied the cinder
Yeah,
block.
it was murder.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a murder. And he just told the story of a murder. There's no real joke there.
So much explanation.
Just rather than hold the spider down, I don't.
I feel myself turning
Sometimes a
red.
good joke makes you think.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All right.
I'll just sit back here then. Yeah.
All right. Our winner today is Rush.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? I'll be honest, Rush. Not overly strong, but easily the best.
I mean, as soon
Yeah.
as I said Miss Muffet, I was done.
Yeah.
I can't believe none of you said, the roommate was told police it's all a web of lies.
That would have been good too.
Oh,
go.
that's good.
That was it right
Yeah.
there.
No,
Anyway.
again, single white female. That's all I think.
I think Little Miss Muffet was pretty good.
It's not bad.
60 seconds is not enough.
No.
And because
You told a whole Dateline.
and because Ryan's job feels like take your kid to work day, Jenny, you get pathetic
right,
punchline.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
There you go, pathetic punchline on the morning hot tub.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
It's Mauler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady, your morning hot tub. The four of us together again. It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
And Brady returned from a great trip. Do you want to talk about
Welcome
it?
back, Brady. It's good to have you back.
Absolutely. Oh,
Do you
guys,
have,
I'm happy to be back.
Do you have some music
Yeah.
to play in the background?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
A little bit of
Misfits,
Lion
yeah.
King, yeah.
I was
Love
thinking
it.
more Toto, Africa.
Okay,
but
that would have
Okay,
been
that
good
works
too.
too.
Yeah.
Or Carl Wolf, Africa.
Oh,
but-
sure, yeah. Carl
Although
Wolf.
we don't bring up Carl Wolf in our break.
No, yeah. I have an ongoing feud with Carl. Anyway, thanks for bringing that up. Guys, I'm back.
You are
Yes.
back.
We did, 2.5, almost 3 weeks in South Africa with my wife and a couple friends for most of it. And it was so good.
Good.
This is a trip that I think like everybody should do at some point, a safari. It's so cool. So we did a safari for a week, and then like a week and a half we did like Cape Town and sort of all around South Africa and wine country and stuff like that. And it was like unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
19 hours to get there, including a 15-hour flight, which is long. But I think like you go into long flights like that sort of with a different mentality. You know what I mean?
It didn't surprise you. You knew you
Exactly.
were going to be doing
yeah,
it.
and you go in knowing that, you're going to be there for a really long time.
Yeah.
I actually prefer the 15-hour flight to like a 7-hour flight, because the 7-hour flight, you're almost counting down the minutes.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I get it.
I do get it. Yeah.
You
So it wasn't
settle
that
in,
bad.
right?
Yeah.
You settle in.
Did you fly private?
Yes. We chartered a jet. It was nice. Yeah.
How was the flight though? Like, were you able to sleep or?
Like a baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What
we
did
got
you
like really
take?
nice turtles. Yeah, exactly. Neck pillows called turtles.
Okay.
You can find them online.
Yeah.
And that like really helped. Popped a bunch of melatonin, red wine. What's up? Great. Bada bing, bada boom. Next thing you know, you're there. It was
Yeah, awesome.
And then we land, and then like we hit a safari like right away. A safari, guys, is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon Go, but with animals.
Oh,
It's
that's
literally
awesome.
every day. We did 2 safaris every single day for
my
a
God.
week. So we did like 13 or 14 safaris total. And it's basically a game of like hide and seek every day between the big game animals and the guides.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
all the guides are all talking to each other on walkie-talkies, being like, hey, we think we saw this guy here. We think we saw him here. And you're just sort of like wheeling around the park trying to find as many things as possible. And it's really funny. The first day you go and you see a zebra and you're like, oh my God, it's
Yeah.
a zebra. It's right there. By day 5, you see a herd of zebras and you're like flying by. You're like,
Yeah.
whatever, you're old news. We're trying to find like cool leopards or something.
What was the? I mean,
Highlight.
all of them were very cool. But what
Yeah.
was the coolest animal experience you had?
Oh, okay. We saw a cheetah actually stalking prey. Like a cheetah was actually going to try to get a bunch of impala, and the impala were able to get away from the cheetah. But it was so cool to see. Like we saw the impala before the cheetah, so then we
Right.
had like the moment where like the cheetah first saw the impala and then tried to creep up on them, and then we see the impala notice the cheetah, and it's like it's literally like watching Planet Earth, but
Yeah.
That's so
literally
cool.
right in front of you. And we saw a bunch of another cool one.
Did you do David Attenborough impressions when you
the
watched
entire
this?
time.
I figured you would have.
Yes, I didn't stop doing them. We also got caught like in the middle of a herd of elephants one time, which is super dangerous. But there was like maybe 25 elephants all around us, and it felt like Jurassic Park because they were in the trees behind us, but you
Right.
couldn't see them.
Oh,
they're
cool.
like crazy stealthy somehow.
Yeah.
Did you feel in danger at any point in time?
I mean, the elephants charge. They do get like threatened by they never actually do anything, but they charge you to try to like intimidate you, and that got a little.
Yeah.
I would imagine they are
Yeah.
intimidating. Like
Yeah.
it works.
Other
I
than
think.
that, though, you're not worried about a lion jumping into your
they
vehicle?
see you. They see the vehicle as just like one big entity, and
Okay.
and they don't see it as a threat at all.
Oh,
so there was
okay.
a pregnant female lion that we like crept up on, and we were like 10 feet away,
Oh,
and
wow.
no threat at all. It was
That's so
super
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool, and you end up learning so much. Zebras, hippos, impalas, and wildebeest. This is my favorite thing. Okay, I love this. They have harems. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
So they have one male for like a bunch of females, right? And that male will keep the harem for a year. So there's like one male, a bunch of females, and there's a bunch of harems all over the place. And all the other males, they all just like hang out together. They're just boys. And so they all hang out for like half the year. And then they start trying to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And then what they do is they challenge the males who have the harems. And if they win, they get the harem. If they lose, they go back with the boys. And they go like hang out. And so it's just like funniest thing that
Oh
they'd be
my
like,
God.
hey, it's Bobby. He's back. And some of them are just like perennial losers who never actually get the harem. You know what I mean? So it's not such a bad consolation prize. You just
Yeah.
go hang out with the fellas. I thought that was really fun.
And you're not alone. I've heard so many people love this kind of experience.
Yeah.
Is it something you would do again, or is this kind of a one and done thing?
Yeah, I think you do it, but you do it in a different part of Africa. So we were in like the eastern part of South Africa. We'd love to go try it in a different area, because then you see different animals, you see different
Sure.
game,
Yeah.
which is really
That's
cool.
so cool.
Oh, it was like honestly, I can't recommend it enough. And you travel with the same like group every day, It's
Right.
like
Yeah.
in your safari. And ours, I felt like we were in White Lotus. Like everybody had different characters. There was like the Jennifer Coolidge character. Literally, she was Jennifer Coolidge. We had like a stereotypical like jacked American military looking guy
Yeah.
with his like all American son, and then we had a nerdy CEO who was afraid of everything, and he literally they left early and got like a first class like ticket to go somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah, because he was afraid of all the animals.
Well, some people.
Yeah.
would be.
It's an odd thing to sign up to do that.
Exactly.
But maybe you think you won't be scared.
He did it for his wife. It was like their anniversary or whatever, and so he went on a couple things. But it was just everybody was such like a stereotype.
Yeah.
I guess we were the young Canadians.
Right.
So were you the only Canadian?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And well, given the state of things in the world, even in South Africa, they have issues right now with the states as well and tariffs and all that. So we had to very much make sure that our Canadian flag was prominently displayed on us at all times, which was...
So it's a 10 out of 10?
It was a 15 out of 10. And that was just the safari. And then we explored Cape Town and went to a festival. We drank a bunch of wine. We did like
Did you feel safe?
Things. Yeah,
in
totally.
Cape Town,
we drove. We rented a car.
Yeah.
Not for Cape Town. We rented a car to go to the safari. So I had to drive on the wrong side of the street.
How did that go for you?
I mean, the amount of times.
And also, are there roundabouts? Because I feel like
so many roundabouts.
When you're on the wrong side of the road,
Yeah.
driving a roundabout is the hardest thing to do.
Exactly.
So two things were really difficult. One was the highway that we had to take. It's a 2-lane highway. So one lane going one way, one lane going the other.
Yeah.
And how they do it is if you want someone to pass you, you drive on the shoulder. And so like these big trucks, they're just like driving on the shoulder the entire time. So then it's very normal for you to kind of take the middle, but then there's another truck on the other side, and so you have a very narrow sort of alley to go through between two trucks. But that's just like the normal way to drive.
How many times did you almost die?
All of the times, so many times, and of course, everybody in my car is sleeping, and I'm just like white knuckling it the whole way. And then the other tricky thing is turning your turn signal on, because it's the opposite side.
yeah.
And so every time I wanted to turn, my windshield wipers are going off every single time.
And you're hopped up on red wine and melatonin.
It was a disaster. But no, I can't recommend it enough. Honestly, the safari is amazing. The country is beautiful. The people are so nice, and the food is great, and the wine, and
That's great.
That's awesome.
Well, welcome back. It
Yeah.
sounds
Happy to
like
be back, guys.
a
Happy to
trip
talk about
of a
it.
lifetime. Did you bring the elephant tusks I asked for?
I did not. No. Oh, I do have biltong. Do you guys want to try biltong?
What's
that?
This is like it's like their version of beef jerky. It's a very, very popular thing.
Okay, do I want to know what animal it is?
I brought you beef, but
Okay,
I did
thank
eat
you.
a lot of weird things. I had ostrich, I had ox tongue, I
What
had
was your favorite?
impala. Impala was really good.
Really? Was
Yeah.
it gamey?
No, it wasn't.
My God. I wanted him to bring back elephant tusks for me for my keychain.
That's nice, yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God, I took a lot.
Look at this. Oh, hang on. Yeah, here, I'll take that piece. There we go.
What is it? Oh, you're not waiting for everybody. You're just in.
Oh, it's very chewy.
What does that smell like to you?
Oh, not good. Oh, I don't like it at all. Oh, Brady, I don't like it. No. No.
It's like a softer beef jerky.
Yeah, it's
But
like
it
beef
doesn't
jerky.
taste like it.
It doesn't have the same spice, but it's good.
That's good.
Is it?
It's really good. They eat it there like nothing.
Yeah,
Like, they'll just be walking down the street eating.
I don't like it.
Okay.
All right.
Just kidding. You're eating an endangered monkey.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, you got your look on your face. That's all right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't love it.
I know you spit
I
it out
know,
on
I
the
did.
counter.
Yeah, I
nice.
really don't like it, and I'm not a picky eater. I don't know. No.
Jenny, you are a picky
you're
I am
eater.
definitely a
not.
picky
I
eater.
eat everything.
Ever seen Jenny eat a strawberry?
But I like strawberries. I just don't like getting too close to the.
You're easily
Green
the
part.
pickiest eater on the show.
Yes.
Oh my God, no!
Yo, come on.
What do I not like? Seriously.
Biltong.
Yeah, one.
Half of strawberries?
I like all veggies except for bean sprouts. I like everything.
All right, who would you say is the pickiest eater of
Brady.
the four of us? Brady?
Yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't
I
eat
just don't like
fish.
fish. That's it.
And
Yeah.
nor does she.
I like crab and
Salmon and tuna, all that you wouldn't eat.
I like tuna, canned tuna.
All right.
Okay, Dan. It's Jenny's dad.
In my
dad,
defense, I've
yeah.
never had fresh tuna, so I don't even know.
You've never had fresh tuna.
No,
What?
How?
I think I've had tuna tartare. I like that.
But you've never had like sushi? Like
No, I don't like sushi. Never
there
mind.
you
Okay,
go.
there it is.
Kind of losing your case there.
You better stop
I
now.
gotta stop right now.
All right, Brady, welcome back.
Thank you,
Welcome
guys.
back.
There you go. Thanks for the food.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
So on the show in the last few weeks, we've been talking about different weather patterns around the world, across Canada. It's been very weird.
Yes.
And we always get these new terms with weather, and what does that mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And we still don't know what it means even after we Google it.
Exactly.
For example, derecho.
I think it's derecho.
Derecho.
Yeah. And
Derecho.
I just don't even want that
The
going into
Spanish word.
I don't want it to go into the vocabulary because it's another word I can't say properly.
Right.
So, so Brady has put together a game with all this weather going on in the world. Brady?
Exactly. Here we go. Let's do it, guys. Can the morning hot tub weather these weather terms? What? Now it's time to play Weather or Nether on the morning hot tub with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady. Perfect.
Oh, you put that together. Good for you.
That's
you,
not bad
guys.
at all.
Yeah.
Welcome to Weather or Nether. I got some weather terms here for you guys. You got to tell me if they're a weather term or nether.
Okay.
Okay.
Meaning they're not a weather
Anything.
term.
Okay.
Got it.
I get it.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, it is. But you're doing your best.
This is what happens when a song is being played on the station. We all
Exactly.
just group together and go, weather or nether?
That
Good.
is-
All right,
Okay,
good.
fine, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, your first weather or nether term is boomcano. Boomcano. Is that a weather
Oh, that's okay.
or a
You have to
nether?
write down, Jenny, what you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said yes, it is. Oh, sorry. Weather.
Thank you. Yeah.
I said nether.
I said nether.
Boomcano is from the mind of Brady Jones. No, that's not a real
right.
thing. Yeah, sorry about that.
Congratulations to Rush and Jenny.
Thank
One
you.
on the board.
Thank you.
Firenado. Firenado.
These all sound like sci-fi movies,
Yeah, they
too.
do.
Fire NATO.
Firenado.
I'm going to say nether.
I said nether too.
I said nether.
3 nethers. A firenado is a real thing. Yeah. Okay, so it happens when there's like a wildfire, and then when the heat rises, it could literally create a tornado that's full of fire.
Okay.
How terrifying is that?
Yeah,
How is that a
terrifying.
real thing?
Yeah.
I don't
How
like
did
it.
that not happen in Sharknado? Right? Like, why would they not go there?
Well, because the Sharknado was made up. They didn't want to put real weather things in
I
there.
guess. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, what about
If Brady says Sharknado next, I'm going to laugh.
Sharknado? What about a haboob?
Haboob.
Haboob. Ha. Boob. Haboob.
What are we playing again? Weather or nether? Okay.
Weather or nether.
Weather or
Yeah,
nether.
weather.
Come on, Jen.
Okay.
What are
Sorry.
we playing? It's the game that's sweeping the nation.
I didn't know what to say instead of yes.
I'm going to say that's weather.
See, I think he wouldn't be worried about getting the pronunciation wrong like he was. I'm saying weather.
Weather.
3 weathers.
Yeah.
Any idea what a haboob might be?
Not a
No.
go.
Well, it is weather.
Oh,
All
good.
right.
Yeah, it's the Arabic name for blasting. It's used in a lot of places around the world that don't necessarily speak Arabic. It's like a very intense dust storm that usually precedes a thunderstorm.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
So Rush and Jenny have 2 and I have
Mauler,
1.
you have
All
1.
right.
Yep.
Tsunami. Not a tsunami, a tsunami. Tsunami. Weather or nether?
I'm saying nether.
I said nether.
I
No.
said nether,
no,
too.
It's
It
not.
can't
No,
be.
no.
No.
It can't.
A tsunami. No, it's not.
No.
No.
Okay.
But I really
Next
wish
one,
it was.
Sudan.
Yeah.
Too daddy.
I was close. I almost said.
Yeah.
I almost said weather.
Yeah.
Galeonation. Galeonation. Galeonation.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's weather.
I said weather.
I said weather.
Galeonation is nether. No, I have no idea what that means.
man.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. You guys
Man.
have 3. I have 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about thunder snow? Thunder snow.
I'm almost positive we've reported on thunder snow.
Oh.
I'm going to say weather.
I said nether.
I said weather. I don't remember reporting on it,
You
but
said-
I feel like it's weather.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
I
real.
don't think it is. No. Thunder's a
Thunder
sound.
snow.
Well, either Rush or Jenny's pulling into the lead right now.
Yep.
Thunder snow is totally a real thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's when obviously thunder and lightning are during a snowstorm, and it's actually way more dangerous than a normal thunderstorm. I
Okay.
didn't know it could do that.
Yeah.
I thought when it was a certain
I
temperature.
clearly knew.
Jenny's winning.
I got a couple more here for you guys. What about chocolate rain? Chocolate rain.
No.
No.
Nether.
That's a viral video.
Yes.
Chocolate rain is weather.
No.
What?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh,
No, it's not.
No, it's another. And our final one here, swollicking.
Sorry?
Swollicking. Swollicking.
Well, I could, depending on what Jenny says, I could catch her.
Swollicking.
Here's what I think. I think Brady's struggling with this because it's a real thing.
This is what I
Yeah.
think too.
So it's weather.
Weather.
Damn.
How am I struggling with swollicking?
Yeah.
It's, it just means it's humid. That's all.
Okay.
It's swollicking outside.
Jenny!
Jenny, what do you know
Bring
your
this
weather?
game on anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that we're going to play again.
Yeah, I think it's one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved weather or another. At least keep the name for something else. I don't
sure.
know for what. But
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
A New Jersey police chief has been accused of creating an animal house-like atmosphere at work. 5 officers working under Chief Robert Farley have filed notices to sue him for a variety of pranks, including defecating on the floor, shaving his body hair over people's property and food,
Okay.
jabbing a fellow officer in their privates with a hypodermic needle, spiking office coffee with Viagra, and forcing officers to do his child's homework. Now-
Okay, they're all pranks that aren't particularly good. Jabbing somebody with the
Right?
needle? Like, that's not a prank.
No.
That's,
Officers also say they've been subject to retaliation for complaining and that he's denied them promotions and sent sex toys to their home.
okay, so this guy's getting fired, right?
Absolutely. And he's losing this lawsuit for
you,
sure.
you can't do that.
No.
No.
No. And
Can you? I'm sorry, because it went by so fast. Can you
course.
give me the first 3 or 4 things you said that
for
he
sure.
did there?
Okay, so defecating on the floor.
See right there.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Don't do that.
You're getting fired. Yeah.
That's it.
Do not pull a Jenny in the workplace.
No, that's not a thing. You made that up. I hate that.
insane.
Okay, so
Not
shaving
necessarily you. It's just
shaving his body hair over people's property
Okay,
and
so
food.
once again,
fired. Don't do that. No.
But also the thought he'd have to put into that
Yes.
to bring the razor like bzzz
So
over
if
somebody's
I
salad.
if I go to the lunchroom today and
Yeah.
just take off my shirt and start shaving my chest hair over,
I don't know that you'd be fired. To be honest.
We have a weird workplace.
We do.
You don't think I'd be
I
fired?
mean, you'd be written up or like been like harshly spoken to, been like, "What are you doing?
Okay,
this
well,
isn't funny."
let's go through these like.
Okay, so start at the beginning,
first
see if
one.
we'll
If you're
get
pulling a
fired.
Jenny,
Okay.
yes, I think you're going to be fired for that.
I don't think you would. I think if you did it once, they'd
No.
be like, "Stop pooping on the floor." Yeah, you can't.
I
poop
think it's
at
close,
work
but I think it'd be.
on the
I
floor.
think.
Ryan, what do you think?
I think we'd probably let him get away with
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. The body hair one shaving, I think you'd get away with it.
I think you get
It'd
away
be
with
like, oh, he's a wacky morning show
Yeah,
guy.
just-
Like
Exactly.
if I'm doing that and Gary the sales weasel is just eating a salad and I'm just
Yeah.
like using a grater with my chest hair all over his salad,
I
think I'm getting fired.
No,
No.
I don't think so. And I
If
think,
Gary complains.
I think if people are standing in the lunchroom, they'd be laughing too.
Yeah.
And they,
Yeah.
oh, like Gary's
Yeah.
salad.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh yeah, and then they'd be like, "Oh, it's probably something for the show."
Yeah.
you know.
You're more than likely being fired for the pulling a Jenny than you would be for the
I don't
chest
think
hair.
I don't know that either one. I think they're
You're
both the
letting
same.
him go with pulling the Jenny still?
I can't fight it anymore. He's created it. I can't fight it. It is what it is.
I can't. You're not the Jenny.
No,
I'm just saying that's the term.
Okay. So this is where you're getting fired. If you're stabbing somebody in the privates with any sort of needle.
What is that?
Yeah.
How is that a prank?
What if that's for the show? Like if
Depends who it is.
Like if I did it to Brady in the lunchroom in
Yeah,
front of
you're not
everybody,
getting
people,
fired.
people would laugh.
Yes, they would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends who it is. But if you stab Gary in the privates, you're getting
No.
fired.
I disagree.
What?
If you told Brady you're going to do it and you said we're doing this for this show and that's fine.
Yeah.
If he doesn't know it's coming and he didn't agree to it, you're totally being fired.
No, I don't know because Brady would have to file a complaint with HR or
Yeah,
something.
he
He
would.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well,
he would.
no, but if we have to, okay, with any of these, are people filing complaints or
Yes,
not?
and let's take Brady out of it. Let's go back to Gary.
Yeah.
So Gary doesn't know it's coming, and then you walk up to Gary and you stab him in the privates with a needle. Yeah, you're being fired.
Yeah, you're being fired.
You've
Well,
assaulted him.
Yeah.
But wait a second, am I more likely to get fired or like I am more than Jenny? Like Jenny almost gets
No.
a pass.
You're both getting
No.
fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
you get
think
more
so.
of a pass than I do,
For
though.
jabbing anybody in it? No.
No, because
mean-
you can at least plead temporary insanity.
You can't?
More believable when it's me.
Why is it that you can't?
I
You
just
could.
feel like Gary and I have a rivalry.
Yeah, no, you're both. no matter the situation, even if she could more get away with it, you're both being fired.
All right,
yeah.
fine.
Okay,
What's next?
so
Without a doubt.
Spiking the office coffee with Viagra, that's getting you fired because that could be somebody could like react to that and
Yes.
die.
Could
die.
Yeah, so
You know?
absolutely
no
being
matter
fired
what.
for that. Yes.
And then forcing somebody to do your kid's homework, you're not getting fired
No.
for that, but they're just going to say stop doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
with good reason. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's like such a low level compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, then they're sending sex toys to their homes. We're not getting fired for that.
Not
Because
at
again,
all.
that's
No.
something we would.
That would be encouraged.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, yeah, that's good. Yep.
So about half of these things we're getting fired for. The other half we're not.
Mainly stabbing somebody with a
Yes.
needle.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
For the listeners, we're only getting away with this more so that because we're on a morning radio show.
We're
But
zany.
I think everybody else who works in real jobs,
Any one of these are getting
yeah,
fired.
they're getting
Yes.
for
fired
sure.
immediately.
Yes.
for most of
And
these.
should be.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe defecating on the floor, you might get a pass if you said like I couldn't make it, I have IBS.
Yeah.
But depends how you did it.
Yeah.
Like, if you,
Yeah.
You're sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
You drop trowel right in the middle
And
of
you're
the lunch
scrolling
room.
Instagram.
Exactly. And you're yelling, "Don't look at me! Look away!"
Or worse,
away.
everybody look at me.
Come on in.
Like what you just heard? Tell a friend. Tell a friend. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady wherever podcasts are found.
Follow the gang on socials for more fun at Mauler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenni, and at Brady Jones Radio.
The Hot Tub Podcast, a part of the Stingray Podcast Network.